So what? For no reason, everything's falling apart. Taking out the joy with no ending.
All right, I'm Aaron Hallett. I write original Christian rock. Starting out really, really late today, but I decided to try and get some new things. So I got Modern and Massive 2. Just now changed the MIDI mapping to match what I've got going on, and that's all I did. I also purchased the Thaw amp. However, I don't have the Thaw amp because they suck. I purchased the freaking thing. I'm a little pissed off because it just wanted me to confirm like signing in and stuff. So it asked for my email. I entered in my email. Then it asked for my email code. So I entered in the code it sent me. Then it said, enter your phone number. So I entered in my phone number. However, what it actually wanted was the code it sent to my phone. I typed in my phone number instead. So it said the code was wrong and blocked me. And now I can't purchase the product. Well, I actually purchased the product, but I can't access the product. So I just sent them free money and I can't download it. So that's bullshit. One attempt. Like, give people 5 attempts. Like, someone's going to typo the wrong number in, even if I understood what it was asking. It probably said code, but I read it as phone number, so I thought it was going to then send me the code. Because I immediately saw when it said it was the wrong thing, and I was like, oh, okay. But then I tried to type in the code, and it was like, nope, you're blocked. So what do I got here? I'm just trying a couple of these presets. Usually I would be like, this is going to be the least metal thing I've ever heard in my life, but this might surprise me. Tell you what, that's not bad. Let's see. Explosive and heavy. Okay, I like this already. That doesn't sound bad without much effort. I like these. They kind of... Modern Massive 1 just has this sound to it that cuts through. It's like not got a lot of like super massive low end, making it sound big on its own, but then when you put it in the mix, it's like gone. This actually sounds good. Yeah, I bet that cuts like crazy. Let me try. All right, I'm surprised. That's even better than Modern Massive 1. I had to do some stuff to make that sound better than it was. Mostly tape saturation and extra compression, but this looks... So far, it sounds good. I gotta layer the stuff on. Yeah, I'm kind of pissed about this thing. So the other one, you log into this currently unavailable. Yeah, that's bullcrap, dude. Literally one attempt, and I typed a wrong number and blocked. But Get Good Drums let me do it, so what the hell? Maybe if I try again, like, in a few hours, it'll unlock me or some crap. It doesn't give me a time frame, though. Well, there we go. Verse and chorus are basically the same thing, just varies by intensity as far as how much I'm picking. That was awkward. I forgot this patch is an octave down, and I was just thinking, oh, it's got the pedal on. Yeah, I gotta adjust that. I just played and ignored it. Now it's in tune. That one was just an octave down, so it was E over A. It didn't sound that bad because it was harmonized, but it wasn't great. All right, so I gotta pee. I'm back. Yeah, the thing I was just talking about, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to report it as a fraud charge on my bank account if I can't download this thing by the end of the day or two, because I'm just like, maybe I'll give it till tomorrow, but I think it's just going to be by today, because if I can't sign on, that's bullcrap. Because like I said, it was one attempt, but it was asking for my phone number. I don't have to go over this again, but just a PSA. That's a pain in the butt if you make a mistake. It says try later, but it doesn't say when later. Yeah, I might be blocking your shit on my charge. That's all I know. And then just never freaking sign into there again. I see like they have drums and guitar things that sound really good, but if I can't sign in, I'm just gonna say you suck. I'm gonna layer this. Alright, so color code these. Oh, I know it's the chorus. Paste. And then I think I can just grab this and do that twice. Yep, as long as I counted everything right. That's the problem. Layer the clean sounds on the chorus. I want to do some extra things here. I'm going to do something on the chorus, but it'll be different. You can kind of hear them, but they're not like intrusive. I feel like there are a few little meh spots in there, but for the most part, I'll keep it. See, this is what I'm talking about, typos. Can't expect people not to make typos. Yeah, it should just be that. Here I go. That's a bass guitar. Very repetitive, but you know, you gotta play to the part. I'm gonna do this flux pitch thing I've been doing as of late to get a drop octave on the chorus. I'm gonna do more stuff to thicken this up. Alright, so functions, trim, boop that out. There we go. Get Good Drums is, the Modern Massive 2, is actually really cutting through that mix. Dang. As just a preset. Usually presets are just garbage, like don't even bother, but this is not bad. The only thing I'm wondering though is, do I just do the next couple songs with Spirit Drummer 3 because that's the setting I've been using and I can just put it out as an album and then I'll switch over, or that's probably the smart thing to do. I finished the drums. I quick raised up the 2 and 4 snare hits in the chorus. I do that for like the rim shot sound because it doesn't do that on my single zone trigger. Other than that, pretty uneventful. I started putting down lyrics right away. I kind of have a melody going in my head, so I'm going to use it. I don't have lyrics, so I have the first verse. I don't have lyrics for a chorus. I might just do the first line of the verse though again. So what? No reason. Contemplating doing harmonies is probably not a great idea because it's hard to line up. That was improv. I plowed right through that. I wasn't expecting it, but it just kind of like hit me. I was like, okay, I got the song. Yeah, so anyway, I'm not upset when I managed to do that because like I always say, it's not really about the recording being easier. It's about the video editing is easier if I got this going. So it's like, plop it down and I'm done. Yeah, if I separate the choruses, I gotta line up a whole bunch of crap in between. It's just a lot more room for error. I think I'm gonna do the like less excitable, want to try new stuff thing, and I'm just gonna do the Spirit Drummer 3 sound next couple days, just until I get to the end of where I'm gonna put out an album. So it'll be 10 songs. If I check right now, I think, man, actually 6. This is 7. So 3 more days and then I'll start using Spirit Drummer 3. Sorry. Stop using Spirit Drummer 3 and start using the Modern Massive kit. And then if I can get the other amp to download, I'll use it. I probably can't because that's just how things go. I ordered a Boss pedal. They lost it. So I'm going to get a refund. I was like, I'll buy this amp instead. It's also got polyphonic pitch shifting, like drop stuff. This does too, but that's like newer. It probably works better. But it only works if you can actually purchase the amp and they don't just steal your money and run away. That's not like accusatory just yet because I'm just pissed, but they might actually let me sign on and download it later, in which case, you know, it's fine. Well, it's not fine because the experience sucks. It's worse than the contact library, dude, and that's pretty bad. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, that's all done. I put some lyrics down. I didn't really add much to them. I did a couple extra lines in the second verse, just singing random things and saying random things. I'll like talk text that in, and then I'll copy paste this down in the description box, and that's where it is. The middle of my description box has where you can find me online, purchase and stream my music. iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, the list goes on. So if you want to find my stuff, just check it out and see if your service is on the list. If you use Spotify, it is in fact there. Just go to Spotify, type my name in the search bar, and you should find me. I have a link on the top, and that is Bible teaching. I say it's Christian rock right at the beginning. I'm not one to go on and on about that because it's not my place to do that, really. I just make music, but that link is going to take you to stuff that's really good objective teaching. I don't see any other good objective teaching out there, which is why I started putting that there as a resource. So if you go check it out, you're just going to see bird's eye view of everything, text in context, because other places do text out of context, which is error. Grammar translation from the original languages just to get the exact meaning the writers were intending, and then just teaching with nothing else added. So that's why it's there. It's a good resource. Yeah. I think that's it for now. I'm going to do my thing. I'll try and get this thing up in time, but I'm not sure if I'm going to because I started out late. Lots of complaining on this video, but I just hate stupid, nonsensical things where it just doesn't want to work for no good reason. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get that thing downloaded, and if not, I'm just going to tell the bank to block the charge and they can eat my butt. So, thanks. See you tomorrow. Bye.
So